My name is Sellari, and I have devoted my entire life to being able to express any idea in any medium. I've made films, TV pilots, videos, songs, albums, books, paintings. Sometimes successfully, sometimes not, but I use all my training to produce little projects with no budget, for no money, and for no reason except I like to do stuff. So, here's how to ruin your life and be like me. First, find yourself in a position where you're kinda, sorta doing okay financially, but also creatively starved. But you're also trying to raise a family, so you can't justify the purchase of a fisheye lens. Next, find a short film competition, preferably with a theme that you don't know anything about. In my case, it was about bicycles. And I mean, I know how to ride a bike, but I don't know why all those dudes wear those shorts with those weird pads that look like parentheses around your butthole. Sorry. Enter the competition and buy the fisheye lens. Convince yourself to do this on the basis that the prize money is roughly equivalent to the cost of new lens, provided you actually win anything. But why worry? The idea you have involving Road Warrior and Lord Humongous talking about the need of clean energy is completely solid. He's the Ayatollah of Rock'n'Roll, after all. Call your equally bored buddy Robert L. 1,500 miles away and tell him your ideas for a bicycle-themed short film are completely fucking terrible, and that now you're leaning towards making a music video. Bear with him as he goes through a bunch of ideas you don't have the resources for, like an elaborate Rube Goldberg machine that you pedal and it makes breakfast. Recognize when he's arrived at something you can work with, and that this might take a while. But when you hear that idea that's both doable and a thing that works, do that thing. Don't wait for another one. There won't be another one. You're going to win, despite the fact that the two of us combined still don't know shit about bikes. And a note on that. At the risk of letting all the mad scientist cats out of the bag, I'll tell you something that everyone should already know but doesn't seem to. The only things that ever work are dumb things done smart, or smart things done dumb. If your idea does not fit into that smart-dumb paradigm, then your idea is garbage, and you need a new idea that does fit into that paradigm. In my case, and since we don't know anything about contemporary bicycle culture, because almost everything we do know about it is that one guy got kicked off the team for taking go-fast drugs that gave him ball cancer, we settled on making a rap music video called DMX on a BMX. DMX was the super menacing rap dude from the late 1990s, who incorporated all this weird pit bull dog-fighting imagery into his lyrics and persona, and coupled that with a gruff, gravelly delivery. He forever seemed tormented by his talent and his demons, his inability to come to terms with his massive success, and his appetite for drugs and strange women, a man forever trapped between heaven and hell. A BMX is a little bicycle used for popping wheelies. In order to make this idea, which was dumb, into something smart, it had to be a pitch-perfect genre parody. To that end, I sat and watched 3 or 4 DMX videos, every Beastie Boys video, and every skate video I ever loved, so I could know how they looked and sounded. Then I went about creating a track that had a break which sounded like DMX might even have rapped over. Next, record the song with software you stole from the internet. Be sure to include an arcane reference that no one will ever get, but just in case your long-lost twin is in the audience, he might recognize that you've included a sample from the Australian cult classic, BMX Bandit. Next, find some guys whose talents fit the project, who are also bored and creative, and most importantly, are willing to work for free. In my case, it was Sam and Danny. Sam does a really great impression of DMX, despite his appearance. What? And then explain that the whole thing has to be about bicycles. Watch lyrical fireworks ensue. People thrive when you put weird restrictions on their creativity, so trust in this. When the dude you're working with spits out,
"What? DMX on a BMX, straight dusted getting air doing burly tricks,"
you'll know I'm right. Put the lens to work. The whole reason I chose the rap video as a thing is because rap video directors historically love fisheye lenses. And if I couldn't use the fisheye lens, what would be the point of doing this in the first place? Fame and recognition? No. Chasing the attainable dream, man. The economy sucks, and no one wants to pay money for me and my friends to do stupid crap all day. One time, I I spent 6 months creating Utopia in Minecraft, but it's not like I can rent it out or anything. Anyways, yes. Shoot a lot of low-angle fisheye wrap shots at a skate park where BMX kids are riding around on their BMX bikes to make things look authentic. Convince the kids to be in your video by bribing them with Monster energy drinks and cigarettes. Never let them know that riding a BMX bike in a skate park is the least badass thing you can do. You're supposed to be out in the world terrifying people, not in a little X Games cage sponsored by your dad. When you run out of light shooting, head to the tennis court, which is a terrible idea. But then, serendipitously, end up with the best shot of the whole damn thing. I mean, look at this! No one told them to wear red or opposite patterns from each other, but they did! And then this green! It's like art history and theory and everything all coming together like mankind's hand reaching out to God on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel, but instead of that E.T. spark thing, he turns you into a machine that eats fear and doubt and shits out cinematic excellence! Don't sleep. Edit until you hallucinate. Edit until your wife threatens to leave you, and your kids don't remember your name. Work on this thing until your computer screen is a window into the whole smart, dumb soul of the universe. And that soul looks like a magic eye poster of 2 dolphins and some yin-yang shit. And finally come to terms with the idea that you appear to be willing to sacrifice everything for no reason. This is really important. Make sure you win the contest. Otherwise, you'll have to explain to your family that instead of groceries and gasoline and resume paper, you bought a fisheye lens for your camera that you hope to use for other projects that provide nothing but a sort of solace from the day-to-day grind of making people pay you what they owe you. So, don't enter a contest of a minute, because I have to win, or else my wife and kids are going to leave me. And we're back. So here's the thing. Don't take more than 5 days to do the whole thing. In fact, never do anything before you have to. I put this thing together yesterday after I scrapped the thing I'd been working on for 3 weeks. If you take too long, you'll try to smarten up a dumb thing too much. Or dumb down a smart thing too far. And you'll just have a mess on your hands and you'll have to start over anyways. So don't waste your time. Or at least, pretend it's part of your process.
Yeah!
Thanks for now.
Y'all skateboarders, car drivers, four-wheelers, fruit booters.
Will Sellari and Robert L. are these 2 guys. One of them kind of wants to be famous, and the other wants to never be famous. And, in this way, they're digging each other's graves.
Feel my pain, son.